Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about nail product allergies, how to deal with them, causes, prevention, and pictures, and I really hope it helps you out. For starters, I am going to be doing the live talking. I'm not going to do the voiceover like I usually do, so I apologize in advance for any traffic noises or dog barking. Usually when I do voiceovers, everything's pretty quiet for me, so it's a little bit different. But anyway, I wanted to go over some of the reasons why people become allergic. I want to talk about ways to prevent all of that, how to deal with it, the things I do so that I can keep doing my videos. I have a few minor accidents once in a while where I touch something. I have a sore on my arm where I laid my arm down. I wasn't wearing any sleeves. I was wearing short sleeves, but my arm was exposed, and I laid my arm down on one of my nail brushes that I didn't put back in my holder, and I have a little rash about an inch big in circumference, I guess. It's but you know, I'm used to little accidents happening, so let's get started with the ways that you could possibly become allergic or have an allergic reaction. So some people are just allergic to certain products that are in the nail products, and you have to do your research because it's hard for me to say. I can't say. I know that one of the ingredients is HEMA or DIHEMA. So be careful with that. I know that a lot of people are allergic to that, so there are a lot of products that don't contain that. But as for other things, you really do need to do your research, which can be quite painful because you have to try the products, or go get tested by an allergist, and find out. Maybe he or she can help you find out exactly what it is. So in my case, I am allergic to everything. I have tried different products. It was painful, it was annoying. I stopped trying, and I just like doing my videos. I don't really work on people. I might work on my daughter, but it's not terrible to do that. It's just more frustrating to do it on a person because you're doing all 10 nails. In my videos, I just do 5, maybe 1 or 2, and I can stop when I feel like it. It's not like I have to keep going. So it's easier for me to do my videos than it is to work on clients or anybody. So I noticed my allergy after I had a surgery a few years back, and I had some plastics inserted in my body. And then after that is when the next time I did my nails, I had an allergic reaction. So that's when I started trying all this different product to see what it was exactly. But it was everything. No matter what I did, it was everything. Even the nail glue. If I have that on me, I get a rash, sores, blisters. If I get it within a foot of my face, while I'm doing anything with the nail glue, I will get blisters on my lips. So even the fumes can hurt me. So there are so many people that get this on their skin in different ways, like an unknown or unnoticed, uncured gel polish will definitely cause problems. If not the first time or the second time, it will eventually cause problems. So when people are, doing nails, even people that are doing nails on you, or if you're doing them on somebody or yourself, if you're doing your nail and you get some on the side, some gel or product, even acrylics, doesn't matter, and you're using your fingers like this, okay, what you're doing is you are causing the gel to it's still on the skin. I mean, if unless you go wash your hands or use alcohol to get it all off, it's still on your skin. Also, you're putting it under your nail here and you're getting it on your skin here. So that can be undetected and that can stay in your finger. I mean, even if you wipe it off like this, it's still there. So you have to be very careful. Or let's say you're doing a nail design, okay, and let's grab a nail here. And like in one of my videos, recent videos, I was demonstrating doing marbling. So people will do this and get the excess off with their finger, maybe wipe it, maybe do this, but then it's all over the place. If you do this, you're just getting it on your skin, and you're continuing to do the nail like normal, not thinking anything about it, but that gel is just sitting there. So I suggested, taking your little thing here, using anything. You can use a paper towel, whatever, it's not gonna be that bad. And then you just take it and you can take off the product. You don't have to use your fingers. And if you're getting it on somebody's hand, or on the side here where it's you don't want it there, use something to take it off. Like some people will use a brush and get it off. That's good, you can get that off, but you still have to wash your hand immediately. Use alcohol to help wipe that off. That helps. Things like that. Also, you're using your brushes. So see, I have to be very careful. You're using your brushes, and of course you're going to get gel on them, you're going to get product on them, monomer on them, whatever. You're going to get something on there, and so every time you touch that, you're getting it on your skin. So just wipe your brushes down. So this little dapping dish here, this is my little dapping dish when I do acrylics. So right now it's all washed with soap and water. I haven't used it. I've been doing some gel artwork lately, so I haven't been doing acrylics. But even after I'm done with acrylics, you don't see it, but you could have all this monomer all on the side and not even notice it, and you're touching it like this, you're moving it, or I mean, I glued this handle on here so that I'm not picking it up like this, okay, and I glued a handle on there. So get one with a handle, you don't have to touch it. That works. Clean off everything, clean off your brushes, don't purposely touch the products. I just, more and more people are coming up with these allergies, and I just really wish that people would be more careful when I'm seeing. So what I do to be able to continue doing these nails is I am very careful when I clean everything. I am wearing my gloves, which are these right here. So I've already done the research for you. I've spent lots of money trying to do this so that I could keep doing videos, at least, because I love doing nail artwork. It's just fun. Plus I love showing everybody different ways of doing things. So this is helping me to continue with my videos. These are industrial nitrile, nitrile, powder free. They say examination gloves, that's fine, but they are industrial. This size is medium, and I think these are more geared for guys. I don't have a small hand. They used to be nice and tiny, but I don't have a small hand anymore. So medium in this is good for me. So if you can kind of see the size of my hand here, maybe I should put some measurements up, because different brands are different sizes, and it's just, if this medium and this brand could be a different medium, and they could be way too tight, way too big, but these are perfect. I will order these over and over again as long as they stay in stock, which sometimes can be another problem. So once you find some, make sure you stock up, because they might not be in stock after a while. Especially with COVID, it was so hard for me to find gloves. It was, oh my gosh, so hard. You get 100, and I can't really tell you the price on here. I have a link for all the stuff that I am using in this. There's a link for it. So the search the work is done for you. Uh, Everything is affordable. These can be a little high. If you get them on a good day, you might get a sale, some percent off. I don't have a discount code or anything for these guys, but I mean, they are through Amazon. I got them through Amazon. Um, Adena, good brand, good brand. Um, I trust them. So let me show you. So they're actually quite comfortable. Okay, unfortunately they don't come in a lot of colors in the nitrile. So they have to be 6 mil thick or higher. I wouldn't go past like 9, maybe 14. I don't know, but you know, you see how they're thick, but they're not too thick. They are, you know, you can't see this on camera, but they're textured. Okay, they're textured, they're awesome. I love them. They are snug, but they're not too tight. My hands do sweat a little bit in them, but not as bad as some other gloves. But you also have to be careful when you're shopping for gloves. I made a mistake, and I will show you a picture of a brand that I bought because they were blue, and I thought, oh my gosh, oh, my lucky day. I found some blue gloves that are nitrile, that are 6 mil thick, and I can wear them. So the thickness matters because the chemicals don't get through on 6 mil. I have good luck with 6 mil. 5 mil, nope. 4 mil, nope. It has to be 6 mil or higher. So, and I already said that, but so I lost track. I wear these a couple of times. Oh no, so I bought these blue ones, and everything looked fine when I was reading the description, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're blue and they're perfect. They're 6 mil. They're, you know, the right size, everything. Okay, so the box was white. So everything that I was looking for caught my eye in the description when I was looking. Okay, but what I did not see was, and you'll see it in the picture, it's circled red. I circled it. It says up here, acrylic inner lining. But then it said hypoallergenic. So the acrylic inner lining part was a light yellow, and I did not see it. I had yellow blindness. It was too close to the white. I didn't notice it. I saw hypoallergenic. I saw the above. I did not see acrylic lining. So here is a picture of what happened to me when I wore these gloves. Not good. Not good at all. I couldn't wear them. I didn't return them. I wanted to leave a terrible review. But all in all, my fault. I did not read the box properly, so always look out for that. You do not want an acrylic lining in these things. So just to tell you though, what I did notice on this, okay, this, where did I read that? You must read cautions. Oh, this part. Okay, so this says here, can you see that? This product contains acrylonitrile butadiene, which may cause allergic reactions. Other components used in making gloves may also cause allergic reactions in some individuals. Okay, here's the thing. I didn't see this before. All I know is I did not see acrylic lining anywhere when I was looking for what to get and everything, and I just actually noticed this today because I was gonna, show this to you. But I don't have a problem. It says nitrile, acrylon nitrile. You can research that and see if that's something maybe you might be allergic to. Also, I am not. The acrylic lining, as you saw in the picture where it said acrylic inner lining, and the feel of those gloves was different inside. It didn't feel like these, so there's something about that. But this isn't a problem for me, and I wear these gloves all the time. Every video I do, when I'm cleaning my table, all the time. And I don't ever, as you can see, I have no problems at all. I cut myself here when I was breaking down boxes. That's not an allergy. But I have no problems wearing these. So you can trust them unless you're allergic to that, whatever that was, sorry. Uh, acrylonitrile. So whatever that is, I'm good. Do your research on that though, but if a person is allergic to everything and these are okay, I'm sure that they're going to be okay for you. Okay, so how to prevent. I've already discussed some of the ways you can prevent things from happening. So here's a brush I haven't used yet. Okay, so I know it doesn't have any product on it, so I'm going to show you. So on your brush, people touch their brush like this, or you're like this working on it, you have product here. Your product could have hit something or leaned against something, and you have product here. So always make sure you keep your brushes nice and clean. Wipe them down with some alcohol, and as long as you do that, you know, you can prevent accidental touching. Another thing, I mean, things you don't even think of, your little brushes here, they could have gel all over them. You don't know, and you're going to be touching that. Yeah, you just need to be very careful. Other causes, I mean, other than touching, you know, the undercured product, the old product that's left in brushes. So here's what you do. So you have your brushes, okay? Sorry. Mine are all upside down. The tip's down, okay? The butt of the brush is up or flat like this, okay? Never, 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 even gel brushes. I mean, a lot of people know about acrylic brushes that way, but your acrylic brushes, your gel brushes, anything with a brush, please store it brush side down, because what happens, especially in acrylic brushes, is all that liquid, that old bacteria, the old liquid just sits down in the barrel of your brush. Okay, I mean, so it sits down, I'll show you, in the barrel of your brush, right down in here. Liquid gets all down in that. Okay, so if it's up like this, that's what's going to happen. So when you go to use it, you get your liquid, do your monomer, get it on there, you're putting it on here. What you're putting on people, even if you clean them, I mean, even if you clean a brush, it's still going to store stuff down in that barrel. So you need to, you know, you're going to be putting that on yourself or people, and that causes allergic reactions also, which people don't think about all the time. But even your gel brushes, either flat or store them brush side down, and it'll make a big difference for you. So what to do? Okay, so if you have seen pictures, I didn't want to put any up here because some of them, I put my own pictures up here, but I just, some of them, it's just bad. So what happens, symptoms, you get, like in the picture I showed you, I mean, these little bumps all over. So when I first noticed mine, I started itching first, and I just gnawing, just itching, it wouldn't go away. And then I saw puffiness here, okay, and then I saw little bumps start to form that you couldn't really see. You could just kind of see that your skin looked a little bumpy, and then under here it was crusty and liquidy, and I thought my nails were just dirty or something, because I worked in a cafe at the time, and I'm like, oh, what do I have under my nails? I went to clean them, you know, everything was fine. It kind of hurt, but I was like, well, within, you know, the next time I looked at my nails and stuff, the crusty ooziness was back in there, and I was like, okay, there is a definite problem. So I got the stuff off, the product off, by using the acetone, and soaked them, and it didn't really hurt to get them off. The pressure of trying to get them off, scraping them or whatever. So I cut them down, soaked them off, and I noticed that my pinky nail was really all the nails were kind of coming away from my nail bed here, my skin, so it was pulling away, but my pinky was halfway gone, not gone, but halfway separated. Okay, the nail was still there, but it was all separated. Like there was literally air, like space in there. And my thumb was really bad, like on both of them. So it really hit these two. This nail I think was really bad also with the blisters. This one, I mean, it was so bad, you guys. I figured out what it was. So I did not go to the doctor, okay, but I will advise you to do so. Go to the doctor. Some of us don't really like to go to the doctor, and I was working, and I didn't go, but I knew what it was. I had just, heard about it and seen about it. I was a nail tech before, so I kind of knew about all this stuff. But so what I did, of course, like after I took all that off, I decided to make myself a lotion. I didn't know if it was going to work. I just thought I would try it. A lot of people try to take allergy pills by swallowing them. That does not work. It doesn't work at all. It didn't change a thing. So just don't even try that. The best thing to do is go to a doctor. Go to a doctor, get treatment. Follow their directions, whatever they tell you to do, the lotions they give you. There's people say that they've been given different things, so I'm not going to quote any of that. I'm not a doctor. But for myself, and if you have a mild reaction, let's just say, where it's not blistery and you're okay, but you still get a reaction, I have made this recipe for myself that actually works. I'm hoping it's not just a mind over matter kind of thing, but it has worked for me. My accidental touching of things, it happens. So I'll give you that recipe in just a minute, but I wanted to go over ways that you can still do nails. If you can't work on people because of the length of time and the amount of hours that you have to be in a salon working, and you're surrounded by all this chemical all day long, other people's chemicals and your own, it's not good. So you might be able to do that still if you follow my advice on what to do. But if anything, you can do YouTube videos, you can make press on nails and start a business. That way you can work on your own terms. You don't have to work all day. You can work an hour, you can work a couple of hours, you can split it up, you can, there are ways to continue doing nails if you really, really want to keep doing it. You just might not be able to work on people as much as you did before. So here's what I do. I wear a mask. I have a really good vacuum, dust collector, nail dust collector. That's the proper phrase for those. And I wear an apron. And if I'm filing like a lot, I might probably wear protective gear, but I do have reading glasses that I wear that kind of protect my eyes. So anything that you have that can protect, if you regularly wear glasses, then you have that protection. And I wear my nitrile gloves, and I can't remember if I mentioned you can wear those a couple times. Don't think you have to throw them away every time. If they get really coated with something, like you spilled something on yourself or whatever, don't rewear them. Just throw them out. But you can save money by wearing them a couple of times, not several, but just a couple, few maybe. And so yeah, I wear the apron because any of the filing dust can get into your clothes. If you're wearing shorts, it can get on your skin, on your lap. If you're running around barefoot, I'll remember that even though you have a vacuum, some of that dust still gets everywhere. It could get on the floor, get on your feet, and you sit on your couch, put your feet up, then it's on your couch. You just have to be careful, okay? Use your best judgment on that. So yeah, the nitrile gloves are the main thing that help me keep going. Other than a few things you might have to buy, like a really good dust collector. Just keep all that stuff in mind, and you should be fine. You just have to be careful. So I am going to gather up my stuff for the lotion that I have created that really helps me, and some other advice to go along with that. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and so this is the stuff for this. It's very simple. There's four ingredients in this. Really easy. I have this little bottle, and the links for all this down below. The bottles I believe I have in there are the squeezy ones, which would be better. I mean, if you're just here at home, you can kind of squeeze this one, but this is a good bottle to have. It's got a little, but the other ones that I have down there are probably better, and those are, I believe, 3 ounces. I believe this is probably about 3 ounces. Let's see, that's 4, it's about 3 maybe. The precise ounceage doesn't really matter. It kind of does, but you'll see. So I have this little bottle here. Okay, so what you want to do, this is very hot water. You want to take just a teaspoon. I have too much. Teaspoon of hot water. Hot water works best. You can do warm or whatever, but hot water works best. But not too much. A teaspoon is all you're going to need. Okay, and then you're going to take your 2 or 3 per 3 ounces. Let that dissolve. Okay, like I said, hot water works best. You can shake it up or whatever. And what that does also is that the pink in there makes your lotion look pretty. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, let that sit in there. It might take a few minutes for that to dissolve. So in the meantime, okay, so these are just generic. I believe the link below has Benadryl, but you can get a generic. The pink caps that I get, this is 100. Yeah, but whatever, just use the little pink ones. I noticed are the best ones. If you have plain, I think anything would work, but I know that these work. So, and also I have this 100% pure and natural tea tree oil, and this is a 4 ounce bottle. Yeah, that's it may not seem like a lot, but I've had this bottle for like ever. There's a lot of uses for tea tree oil. You should look it up. It's pretty cool. But this is pharmaceutical grade, and it's steam distilled. I don't know what difference that makes, but it's 100% pure. And so there's a link for that. So while we're getting ready here, we're going to just take 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, this lasts forever. I use this for a few different things. It's pretty cool to have. So we've got that in our little bottle. Give these a little shake, see how they're doing. Get these all, might have to mash them up a little bit, but you'll see why you don't need a lot of water. But see how they're dissolving in there. They'll get there. Like I said, be patient. And then you're going to take your lotion. Let's see what's the best way to fill this up. So you're not going to fill it all the way up. Here we are. I've got this mostly dissolved, whatever's left. So you just pour it. So this is why you don't fill it up all the way. Pour it in there. Alright. Now this This is going to make it a little more liquidy, so you give this a shake. Look how pretty. Alright, and there you have your lotion. And look how pretty that is. Okay, so what you do is you just rub it all over. So I'm going to put some on my arm where that is. Now, some people might say that this doesn't work. I suggest you try it for yourself. It's not a lot of money. Plus, it's always good to have some tea tree oil around. You usually have lotion around. These aren't expensive. They last a long time. If you only use them for this, you still have them around. It's good. Judge for yourself. It does work for me. I am 100% loving that there's this out there, and there might be some allergy creams you can try. I don't know what's in those. I don't usually use this for anything other than my nail product allergy reactions, so it does keep down the itching for me. And tea tree oil is an antiseptic, so this can fight off infection. So another thing that you do, wash your hands in cool water. Like, even when you're taking a shower, if you can handle it, don't have really hot water, because that just, it's painful. It's so painful, and it just makes it worse. The cooler water helps keep, like, there's blisters, you know, it helps for when it's soothing, especially if you have all these sores. So what I used to do is this was a little bit painful, but I would run some cool water under my fingernails to get all that crusty, oozy stuff out of there. So gross. But it was painful to do that even with cooler water, but if you can tolerate it, do it. Also, have some liquid soap, and put a drop of this in the palm of your hand with your soap, and wash your hands in cool water. When it came to washing my hair, that was really painful to do with these sores, but the cooler water really helped, so I could still wash my hair. It's hard to say how long you're gonna have this, but it could be a couple weeks that you are suffering from the pain and the itching. It could be less, it could be more. Just please take the precautions that I'm telling you about. Just try not to touch that acrylic, or the gels with your skin. If there's uncured product on here, let me give you an example. Let me take this sticky thing off here. I just did these, right? So let's say I do these. Boy, that's long. I don't wear nails, so yeah, that's really long. I just did these. What could happen? So I put the first coat on. Let's just say it's a nail tip. Okay, this is a whole thing, but let's say it's a nail tip. What can happen is, and it's okay for me to touch this now that it's cured. I have no problem with it being cured. So I could use them as press-ons, but I'm allergic to the glue, so I'm kind of screwed. But underneath here, you're not seeing all this, right? So underneath here, you have uncured gel that you don't know anything about, okay? That is sitting on your nail, and whether you may not even see it, but there is underneath here the gel inside that's not cured is seeping out, and you're not even noticing it. So it's going to get on your skin, and it's going to sit there without you noticing it. So take your proper precautions. Try to follow my advice. Look up these products and life could be a lot better for you. So don't give up. Do your research and see what you can do. Go to the doctor, have somebody test you to see exactly what you're allergic to so that you can avoid those things, and you should be fine. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this information useful. Please like, subscribe, and share, and leave any comments you'd like in the box below.